Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you how electronic harassment works. The way it works is that a criminal gang will be operating at what's known as a swarm of unmanned aerial vehicles in the airspace above where you are living. These unmanned aerial vehicles are a type of unmanned aerial vehicle called a quadrotor drone. What quadrotor means is it's got 4 propellers which need to be powered all the time in order for it to remain in flight. The way that these quadrotor drones are powered is using electrical power which is beamed towards them from another UAV in the form of light energy. So what happens is that the light is beamed onto a component which they have on board called a photovoltaic cell or a photovoltaic array. What the photovoltaic does is it converts light energy into electrical power. It works very similar to a solar cell that you might find on a pocket calculator that is solar powered. So these UAVs remain in the sky for indefinite periods of time. Each UAV has a component on it, an electronic component, which produces a beam of very tightly focused microwave radiation. What happens is, what they do is they point lots of these microwave beams at you at a chosen body part or location on your body at the same time. What happens is when the beams merge and join together, a great deal of heat is produced, and what that heat does is it causes cell death, which damages your internal organs. The best time for your perpetrators to cause harm to you in this manner is when you are asleep or whilst you are keeping still. That's why I'm advising all targets to not keep still if they can help it. They need to move around like I'm doing now. Have you noticed that that because they've just started hitting me with directed energy, I've started moving my body around, yeah? If you look at the way I'm moving, I'm alternating the position of my shoulders. I'm also moving my head around, yeah? Right? I've got reason to believe that the implant has been put into my body through my mouth while I was asleep, yeah? I woke up one day with a very, very sore throat. And the microchip implant that they've put inside my neck, it's probably about here where I'm pointing to now with my hand, okay? That's how they know where I am. They can see me as well. Someone told me they're using a technique known as Doppler radar, which is able to actually get an idea of whereabouts I am, regardless of any obstacles. So Doppler radar can actually help them effectively see through walls as well. So I've told you how it works. The source of your attack is not from like radio stations or mobile phone masts. It's from quadrotor drones, yeah, little quadrotor drones. If you want to know what a quadrotor drone looks like, okay, you can just go onto Google and type quadrotor drone in, or I'll actually show you. This is what a quadrotor drone looks like, yeah. Now this isn't the exact type of quadrotor drone that the perpetrators use. The ones they use are very high quality, very robust ones that probably look quite different to this, but that should give you an idea of the basic principle. They have 4 propellers on them, okay? And the way that they move around is by altering what's called a yaw position to adjust thrust and yaw by using what's called a motor speed controller, which changes the speed which these motors run at, and it allows it to move around by altering its yaw position, which changes the thrust as well. And of course the speed of the propellers decides how far it goes, how quick it goes. Now a lot of you are probably wondering how the remote perpetrators actually control or fly these little drones, okay? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give the game away, and I know this from members of the criminal entity themselves who tried to tell me about this back in about 2008. I didn't believe them. I did not believe it was possible, okay? But then I found out later on, by becoming a target, that they were not lying, and this bloke that told me about them was telling me the truth. I'm about to reveal to you, as I may have tried to tell you this before, but I'll tell you once again. The way it works is they're remotely piloted using mobile phone based transmitter stations, but they do like to use the ones that are UMTS capable, which is nearly every single one in the world, by the way. I'm sorry to tell you folks that even in Iceland, they've now got UMTS mobile phones in Iceland now as well, so you can't go to Iceland and think you can get away with it, because it's not going to work, okay? You can't get anywhere. Every developed country, and even developing countries now, have got UMTS mobile phone based transmitter stations all over them. So you haven't got a cat in hell chance of escaping this. You can try flying around the world. The drones have got batteries on them which can fly for, you know, I don't know, many hours before they need to be recharged. And the other thing is the way they're powered by stealing electricity from high voltage overhead electricity cables. So what happens is, one drone steals the power and beams it up to another one using phased array antennas and microwave power conduction techniques, and then another drone beams it on using light power, which is reflected using what's called a laser mirror, which can continue to propagate that light onwards to a daisy chain of UAVs, so that light can go for many miles. Also, because of the amount of money they make from killing you, it's reasonable for them to use multiple UAVs as well, so they use loads and loads of them. I mean, I've witnessed like 20 UAVs, even more than 20, in the sky at once, and they appear as little lights in the sky, okay, things that look like stars, because the huge giveaway is that they need light to be beamed at them so that they can remain in flight using stolen electrical power, and that's the absolute truth. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now. Bye.